I'm Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take, where I talk about anything and everything that I find interesting. This is just a quick little video. First, I apologize that the camera work is shaky, because I don't have a good setup for my little camera, phone stand I use right now, so I'm just holding my phone. But I wanted to do this video really quick, in between my Christmas reviews here, because it's something that's, starting to get really annoying, and that is all the live-action remakes happening. Or some remakes, some not remakes, but movies based off of properties that exist, specifically video games, especially right now. And normally, I am always one that's let's see footage first. Let's see trailers, let's see posters, and then we'll see how things go. Things aren't going well. I think Detective Pikachu looks great. I think it looks fun. I think it looks meta. I think it knows what it is. It's called Detective Pikachu. It knows that it's a fun, lighthearted, goofy thing. They cast Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. They know what they're doing. And I have faith in that movie going forward, knowing what it is and being fun. That's the one that sounds good. Then you have The Lion King, which, after Jungle Book, I was more open to the idea of a Lion King one. I like the live-action Jungle Book movie Disney did, but there's a huge difference here. One is that I knew with the Jungle Book, the cast was so bizarre that it was either going to be great or a train wreck, and it ended up being really good. But with the Lion King, while the cast seems fine, the difference is with the Jungle Book, the core of the story is Mowgli and his story, his journey as a human in this world. So you still had, even though most of it was completely CGI, the lead was a human, and they cast him really well. The kid did a very good job at both being this version of the character as well as even walking like the animated version did. Very good job. And the animals were definitely expressive enough for the roles they had, especially in the voice work. But the chorus was still Mowgli, and he was still a live-action kid with full-on facial expressions. But with The Lion King, it's just so much more stilted, and it's too realistic, I guess. And I know that can be a weird complaint, but the fact that, the faces are so much like animals, but not even super expressive animals like dogs, or dogs, you can kind of tell what they're thinking sometimes. But with these characters, these animal characters, we will only be able to tell what they're thinking through the dialogue, at least based on the first trailer, and I fully admit that they could come up with more trailers, or just the film itself could be totally different animation-wise and look fantastic. But as of the footage we have right now, it looks very stilted, and the freaking trailer is literally just nostalgia pandering, just nostalgia goggles galore, because it is shot for there are only shots in that trailer that are in the original movie, just done in CGI. The only lines in the trailer are Mufasa's lines from the original movie, and he's still played by James Earl Jones, which I think is good, because I don't think, as long as he's still alive, there was no way you would get away with anyone else playing that role. I just don't think that looks particularly good. And then we have the first shots came out of the Aladdin remake, not the trailer, we had the trailer already, but shots of more of the characters, specifically the genie, and he's not blue, it's just Will Smith. Like I said, you couldn't get away with James Earl Jones not being Mufasa as long as he's still alive. Robin Williams, sadly, isn't still alive, so he can't come back and be the genie. But of all people in the entire effing world, you picked Will Smith, even if you're going in a completely opposite direction with the genie. Why Will Smith out of anyone? I don't understand. He's not a box office draw anymore the way that he used to be. I'm sorry, but it's true. So I don't understand. And again, why the heck isn't he blue? I don't understand why Disney out of nowhere cannot get fictional characters fake skin colors right, which is weird, because in the new Kim Possible, they're also doing a live-action Kim Possible TV movie, which also looks awful. Draken and Shigo aren't blue and green, they're just normal human skin tones, and it's why? I don't understand it. So it's the Aladdin teaser trailer, I actually was looks pretty decent, and then the shots of the genie came out, and now they're claiming that's his human form, but it's also the shot that they used. There was some magazine cover where it had Aladdin, Jasmine, and the genie, and it's just Will Smith. It's not blue Will Smith, it's just Will Smith. That's super disappointing to me, because I'm just if that's the human form, that's the one you're gonna be marketing, this is gonna be what's her name, Jennifer Lawrence Mystique all over again, where it's oh, well, she'll be blue in, like, a few scenes, but for the majority of the time, it's just Jennifer Lawrence. It's like, because she doesn't like the makeup or whatever. And if it's like that with Will Smith, I'm gonna be really upset. Back to the Kim Possible movie, too. The teaser came out the other day, and I was like, maybe it'll just be fun and goofy. Kind of like Detective Pikachu, and know what it is. And it's not. It's really bad. It looks really, really bad. And again, I could have looked forward to it. I like that they picked kids that are actually around the ages that Kim and Ron would be. I think that's interesting. Instead of hiring, like, 25-year-olds to play, like, 15-year-olds. But it's like, the action looks bad. It just doesn't flow, and it doesn't feel like the show at all. If you told me that teaser was made by people on YouTube that were fans of the show, I would believe you. And not that it was a professional Disney trailer for this TV movie. It's that bad. And then finally, I believe this is the last one because I did Lion King, Aladdin, Kim Possible. I think this is the last one that I wanted to talk about. The Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Just like, let me see. I think I've played bits and pieces of actual Sonic games before because my cousin had them when we were little. So I played some on his Sega because we didn't have Sega in my house. And my family, we have the Wii, we love Mario stuff, so we have like the Mario and Sonic at the Olympics and stuff, and Smash Brothers. And Sonic is my main in Smash Brothers. I love his moves, so I learned him really well for the times. I don't play Smash super often, but when I do, I main is Sonic. I love his moves and that, but I'm not super familiar with, like, the lore. I've never watched any of the shows. I've only seen a few reviews of them and stuff like that. So I'm not, extremely familiar with the character, but I know what he looks like. Whether it's the CG version, the, like, pixelated, bit version, or whatever, I know what he's supposed to look like. I know different variations, but they all have the same core of the character. And these teaser images are not it. Here's a picture of real, like, what Sonic looks like usually, a good average of what Sonic looks like in CG. And then here is the poster. Extremely top-heavy, no back spikes, so it looks like his head is huge and fake. His body has seemingly regular human proportions, instead of having the huge, feet, huge shoes, and the huge gloves. He just has human proportions, but his legs, like, he's really muscular in a weird way. A lot of people are saying he's swole because it's really weird, and people were already really upset. And then I think within a day, within 24 hours, this other poster came up of Sonic's legs, and obviously, like, people are already making fun of, like, the angle of this because the camera would have to be in a very odd place to get this shot as it is. The legs are weirdly muscled and detailed for this. Then the Twitter came out and was trying to make fun of themselves, like, oh, Sonic's just working out, what's wrong with that? It's like, it doesn't come off as, like, cute, a company, like, we get how badly it did. It comes off as a company trying to cover for their bad decisions. And the sad thing is that leg poster is 100% real, because at first I thought, maybe it's fake, but it's like, that leg poster's all too real, because I saw it on a huge cardboard, like, mock-up the other day when I went to the AMC, so it's real, unfortunately. So, of the 5 off the top of my head I can think of remakes that we have teaser trailers and or posters for: Detective Pikachu, Lion King, Aladdin, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Kim Possible. The only one that looks even like that I'm looking forward to at all is Detective Pikachu, because it seems to know what it is, seems to look fun, and I actually like the way they did the designs of them being CG but in our world, and they all look extremely expressive because they gave enough cartoonishness and fluidity to them. Good luck to all these movies. I hope every single one of them is great, and I eat my words on these, but I just thought so many of these teasers have come out and I wanted to talk about them, so I thought I'd put them all in this one video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys will please leave your thoughts below. Which one of these are you looking forward to? Which one of these are you not? Which did your opinions get any better or worse once these teasers and trailers and posters came out? I really look forward to seeing what all your guys' opinions are on these. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys later.